Last week, the PlayStation Portal received a significant update that fixed one of its main issues and elevated it to the status of one of the most affordable handheld devices available. Yes, I do mean that. I created a video review of the PS Portal when I purchased it this year. I claimed at the time that I believed it was worth the money. In the modern era, that assertion is more true than ever, because you can now use it without even having a PS5. So let's dive right into the video. I wanted to be able to play my PS5 games away from my console, so I purchased my PS Portal last year. Additionally, this was a fairly basic device at the time, enabling you to play games on the go and connect to your PS5 via remote play. You could only connect to Wi-Fi networks at home, and there was no local storage or cloud gaming. It was extremely limited, but at $263, it was significantly less expensive than any other handheld device available at the time. However, a significant update to the Portal a few days ago changed everything, making it a much more valuable and feature-rich handheld. Now for the update to cloud gaming. A few months ago, a limited beta version of cloud gaming was released, enabling you to stream a few PS Plus games to the device without requiring a PS5 connection. And this was an amazing leap at the time. With the cloud gaming features now out of beta for full release and bringing some genuinely amazing updates, PlayStation has taken it a step further. You can now cloud stream your own digital library without connecting to your PS5, in addition to streaming the PS Plus library, which consists of about 300 games. In fact, you can play your PS5 games on the Portal without even owning a PS5. In the first place, this is what we all desired from a PlayStation handheld. Overall, you can now play and stream up to 2,800 games on the PS Portal without ever using a console. Remember that this still costs $263, just like it did when I purchased it a year ago. I can now launch my Portal and start playing my favorite games such as God of War, Astro Bart, and Power Wash Simulator. I'm also not using my PS5. It is not required to be. As a result, I can now play my games without depending on both my Portal and my PS5 having a strong internet connection, just the Portal itself. Naturally, because the device lacks local storage, you still need a Wi-Fi connection in order to play any of these games. Furthermore, this only holds true for digital game copies, not physical ones. For instance, because I have the disc version of Ghost of Yosei rather than the digital, I am unable to play it on the Portal. However, since I've already finished the game, I don't really care about that. However, the Portal still feels like a standalone gaming device, which I adore. Let's now examine some of the games that are currently available for streaming on the Portal through the cloud streaming feature. As previously stated, you can play all of the PS Plus games without having to have previously purchased any of them. Additionally, there are already some excellent titles in this collection. The Last of Us 2 Remastered, God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man Remastered, Cyberpunk 2077, Death Stranding, and WWE 2K25 are a few examples of video games. It's not just new games either. In order to play nostalgic games like LEGO Star Wars 2, Jak and Daxter, and Time Splitters, you also have access to the Classics catalog. Naturally, though, I wanted to see how the games I already own performed on this platform by trying to stream them. Although you are unable to stream every game you own at this time, any game that has the streaming capability available on the PS5 seems to function on the Portal. Additionally, you can visit the PlayStation website to view the complete list of games that are available. Additionally, it displays a few games that will soon be accessible. First of all, because this update allows me to play Outer Worlds 2, I wanted to give it a try. I've been meaning to play this game more. Additionally, the game is operating quite smoothly on this system. Compared to playing via remote play, I noticed less stuttering and clarity drops while streaming, which truly impressed me with the game's quality. That's a huge plus. I then wanted to try Forza Horizon 5, which runs really smoothly and looks great on this screen. However, since more Xbox games are becoming available on the PS5, more are also becoming available on the Portal. So this is also for those who say, oh, you can't play Xbox games on the PS Portal. Since Doom: The Dark Ages always has a lot going on, I tried it next. There is a lot of action in this chaotic game. But once more, the Portal is doing a great job with streaming it, and the game looks stunning on this platform. Another good one to test was Overwatch Simulator 2, which required excellent accuracy and response and ran flawlessly on the Portal. It operated with the same accuracy and fluidity as if I were using my PS5. Naturally, the quality will vary depending on how strong your internet connection is, and you will still need to use Wi-Fi in order to play any of these games because the PlayStation Portal lacks local storage, which prevents you from downloading any games to your device. To check the quality of your connection, press the PS button. An overlay with connection information can be found in the troubleshooting settings. For a more seamless experience, you can also adjust the resolution of your games from 1080p to 720p if necessary. As previously stated, there are approximately 2,800 games available for streaming on the Portal. Before we continue though, let me clarify that you do require a PS Plus Premium subscription in order to access any of this. The fact that you must pay a subscription fee after purchasing the Portal may turn off some people. However, I will point out that the Portal is still less expensive than some of the other handhelds available on the market when you purchase it and pay for 2 years of PS Plus Premium. Additionally, it's the best way to play PlayStation games on the go. Many Xbox games are also available these days. The main advantage of this update is that you can now play games without having to turn on your PS5. However, it goes beyond that because your console becomes available for other users to use while you are playing games on the Portal. You can play your games on the Portal while someone else plays on the console using their account if you have multiple user accounts on the console. Thus, if we so choose, my fiancé and I can now play games simultaneously. It's nice that we have the option, even though our children never give us the chance. With the latest update, PlayStation has improved the Portal and added a number of new features in addition to the games themselves. The first is a completely redesigned user interface, UI, that makes it much simpler to navigate the device. When the device loads, a screen with 3 tabs appears. The first is to use the same remote play method to connect to your PS5. The cloud gaming options are on a separate tab. Here, a list of some of your most recent games is displayed across the top, allowing you to easily and quickly dive right in. Below that, we have 2 more choices. The first is streaming games in your library, which is where you can access all of your own digital games that are streamable on the Portal. The alternative is to stream PlayStation Plus games, which is a collection of PS Plus games that you can play without first buying them. Last but not least, the third tab has a search function that lets you quickly and simply locate particular games you wish to stream. It's also a good way to find out which games you can or cannot stream on this platform without having to browse the PlayStation website's game list. For instance, Battlefield 6 isn't currently streamable, which is why I wanted to try it out here. However, I think this layout is good overall. Finding the games you want to play quickly and switching between streaming and remote play are both made nice and simple by it. Pressing the PS button will bring up a quick menu on the side, which is another new feature. Here, you can select the console you're paired with, change the device's brightness, access PS Link devices, control your settings, and, if you're playing remotely, launch the PlayStation home screen. The update includes a UI refresh, as well as the option to secure your device with a passcode to prevent unauthorized access. Additionally, you can now join multiplayer sessions quickly from the quick menu or receive game invites while using the Portal. You can now purchase in-game items here as well, allowing you to shop in-game stores without ever leaving the game. However, it's crucial to note that games themselves are not yet available for purchase on this platform. Instead, a QR code will appear, which you can scan with your phone to make a purchase through the PS app. Additionally, the quick menu offers new accessibility features like a screen reader and text size adjustment. Additionally, the Portal now offers 3D spatial audio for both remote play and cloud streaming for compatible games, allowing users with audio devices like the Pulse earbuds to enjoy a better audio experience. Is it worthwhile to purchase a Portal at this time? As I mentioned earlier in the video, when I first bought it a year ago, it was just a basic remote play device, but I felt it was worth it. And with this revolutionary update, it's not only worthwhile, but it's also among the most affordable handhelds available. Even with all these new features, the device still costs $263. You can purchase a Portal and pay for 2 years of PS Plus, which is still less expensive than some of the other handheld options available, for $157 per year. It's also become a more attractive option in that regard, because more Xbox games are coming to PlayStation now, so it's not like you can't access exclusive games either. The Portal has been my go-to device ever since I purchased it. I adore it and use it constantly, and what I already liked has been greatly improved by this update. Naturally though, I'd like to know what you guys think, so please share your opinions about the device, the update, and whether you agree or disagree with anything I've said in the comments section. Naturally, if you liked today's video, please hit the like button to display the algorithm. Additionally, make sure you have subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any more videos. I'll see you later.